Hey everybody, good to see y'all tonight. We're going to give Facebook and YouTube and all that jazz and StreamYard just a second to do its thing as folks pop on. I don't have a countdown tonight because we are going live via my phone, not from my normal or more recent normal setup. So I'm not in the parks because the parks are closed, but I am at the Universal Orlando Resort, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that and where I am here in just a second, and also give you a preview of next week's episode and what we're going to be talking about. So tonight's going to be more of a preview, a teaser, shall we say, of some things that I've learned, things that I've experienced being here at the Universal Orlando Resort for the past few days, not just as a travel planner, but also as a parent with a very active child that loves Harry Potter, among other things, and loves just kind of exploring all that there is to offer. So let's kind of go ahead and get started. Just to kind of talk real briefly. I'm going to, again, talk more about some of these things next week. But we are staying at Universal's kind of endless summer resort, the dockside Inn and Suites, as it were. So if you can see on camera, if you're listening to this, I have a resort mug. So if you're familiar with Disney resorts, they have these resort refillable mugs that you can use. And Universal has the same sort of thing. So it's pretty cool. You can actually select how many days you want these things to be good for. I've currently got hot chocolate in this one right now, but we've used it for, Coke and Fanta and all that kind of stuff, kind of some of our meals. And sometimes she'll drink it. Sometimes I'll drink it. Sometimes we'll split it. So we didn't both have to get one, which was kind of nice. So we've been drinking mostly water, taking water bottles into the parks, one for each of us, and that's been huge. Cost saver, and also just need to stay hydrated these days for sure. It's been quite warm down here. So again, that's the resort we're staying at, Universal's Endless Summer Dockside Inn and Suites. It's basically their equivalent of a value resort. It's been a lot of fun. There's some definite pros to this resort that I love that I'll be sharing next week, and some definite things that probably could be a little bit better. But again, some of these are just my personal opinion. You'll hear Evelyn kind of sneezing in the background. She is in the room, but she will not be on camera tonight. So just to kind of show you a couple of quick things, because we are here live, I want to talk briefly about the room that we're in. Again, we're in Universal's Endless Summer Resorts Dockside Inn and Suites. They have standard rooms with basically 2 beds in them that will sleep, basically 4 adults. They also have suites, family suites in the resort as well, which cost a little bit more. But aside from location, which is great, we're actually in a pool view room. I'm going to swing the camera around so you can kind of get an idea of where we're at. So we're right outside the pool here. We've got a great view. The pool, which is kind of nice at night. Even in the morning, we saw some ducks swimming around there last night. And if you look right over there, you can kind of see the reflection in the distance for a little bit. But right over there, if you look close enough, you can actually see Hogwarts Castle lit up at night. So that's kind of cool. And again, we're in their. See my nose here, there. So turn the camera back around. We're in their equivalent of a value resort. So again, you get a lot of perks. So whereas with Disney, you're a little bit further away from the parks with most of the value resorts. Here, 5-minute bus ride to City Walk, and then a walk through City Walk, as it were. So to Islands of Adventure or Universal Orlando, or over to Volcano Bay. Not much more of a bus ride either. So Volcano Bay is a water park where we were today, and we'll be chatting more about that next week. Food's pretty decent. Things that you might expect here at a value resort, sort of food court type hotel options. But one big perk, and I don't have this here with me anymore because I threw it away already, is that there's a Starbucks location in the lobby. Now, I love my Starbucks coffee. I love getting it in the parks at Disney, which is awesome. And also love Joffrey's a little bit, but Starbucks is, pretty great. You can just go ahead and get that. And there's always been a line there unless you come through in the middle of the day or right before they close. So that's kind of a perk for those that like Starbucks. And one of the really cool things is they have Krispy Kreme donuts in the food court. I'm a big fan of Krispy Kreme. So I got my Starbucks, got my Krispy Kreme, and 2 thumbs up for that. So it's been a lot of fun. So anyway, that's just sort of a little bit about the resort. The parks were a lot of fun. there are a lot of roller coasters, a lot of thrill rides here. This is definitely a park that's more suited or definitely a resort that's more suited for kind of the thrill coaster folks. The brand new roller coaster that is not officially technically grand open yet, Velocicoaster, is open right now under soft opening. It is not guaranteed it will be open from park open to park close every day, and it's not guaranteed that all elements of said attraction will be running as far as like lighting and sound effects and stuff like that. But the coaster itself is running. They're running as they would as best they can on normal days, getting ready for the grand opening here coming up in right about a month from now, on June 10th, I believe it is. So that's pretty exciting. We did all the Harry Potter things. Again, we'll maybe even have a specific episode just on the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. We've got bought a couple of interactive wands. We'll talk about that. A lot of really cool things. So all that to say is, if you're watching this live, or if you are listening to this on podcast, please message me your questions about the Universal Orlando Resort, things that you're curious about. If you've been before, things that you love and you're curious if I've done those things or eaten them or whatever the case is. So, we've had a lot of time here to kind of explore different things, go at a pretty leisurely pace. We came back during the day, pretty much on, we got here later on Sunday, came back during the day yesterday, came back during the day today, midday for kind of a break. And it was fine. We were close and it was easy. It was great to do that and kind of recharge for a little bit. So again, been having a lot of fun. So, thanks to Universal for the opportunity to come and do this. First of all, and for Travel Nation, the agency I'm associated with, as well, for kind of equipping us to be able to better serve our clients and get to know kind of the attraction. So yeah, you're kind of like, okay, you've been on vacation, you're having fun, whatever. Yeah, sure. But like mentally, actively, in some cases, literally, I'm taking notes. I'm kind of keeping my eyes peeled, asking questions to myself, and thinking about things from the perspective of somebody that, may want to travel to this resort area, may want to stay here where we are. So this is not just a come and hang out and go have fun. It's, in a way, yes, some people may roll their eyes or laugh about it. And yes, it is fun. I'll say that up front. But this is definitely, one of those things that I'm doing to help better equip myself to serve you all. So the last thing I'll leave you with, as far as Universal goes, is that some basic package components of 2022 Universal Orlando packages have been released. I haven't had a chance to dig in to confirm exactly what the time frame is there, but from people that I know, that I trust, that are other agents that have dug into it a little bit, there are some package components available. So if you're thinking about planning a Universal Orlando trip in 2022, please reach out to me. I would love to talk to you about that. Love to talk to you about your options. If you're thinking about a graduation trip to Universal, it's a great place to plan a graduation trip too. I said I've got a school that I've been working with from South Alabama that will be bringing about 40 something people here in right about a little less than 2 weeks from now. So pretty excited for them to kind of celebrate and be here for a couple of days, just enjoying all that the resort has to offer. So y'all, it's a fun place. It is. I can see the appeal of it in a number of different ways. And I look forward to spending a little bit more time in the parks tomorrow. So if you haven't been following me on social media, I've been posting a few things in my stories on Instagram and Facebook, and also done, I think, maybe just 1 or 2 lives here or there, and been posting some things on Instagram and social media as far as pictures goes as well. So go and check those out. I've got a few more that are to come. Have not posted everything yet. I'm kind of saving a few things for kind of later on. But again, if y'all have any questions at all, please let me know. Make sure to keep an eye out for tomorrow morning as we spend some more time in the parks, and may pop down I-4 a little bit to the Walt Disney World Resort and hang out at Disney Springs for a few moments before we leave. So if you have any questions, again, about Universal or travel anything at all, please let me know. I would love the chance to serve you. I'd love the chance to get to know your travel needs, and let me know I can help. So I'm here. So thank you all so much for joining me for this very brief kind of snippet preview episode of our conversation about the Universal Orlando Resort. Look forward to sharing more with you over the coming weeks and months. So thanks so much, and all have an amazing rest of your evening, and we will see you again real soon. Bye-bye.